Good afternoon, assalamu alaikum, and welcome to Sports Extra. I'm your host Ahmed Nawaz with the latest roundup of sports. We're going to be talking about cricket. In cricket, we're going to start off with Pakistan versus Australia, the third and final test match that is underway at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. Australia, of course, winning the toss, opting to bat first. If I give you the latest total, excuse me, please. And of course, the latest total is 213 for 5. 83.5 overs. That is, of course, the second new ball is due. After that, we will be talking about women's cricket, who have managed to beat the West Indies women's cricket as well, and they've done it in style. It was a 20 overs game due to rain, and what they've done is that they have achieved a miracle because they did it in style. They won by 8 wickets, and of course, it was great to see that the girls in green gained a lot of confidence, and they came back really strong after the World Cup performance that we saw. We'll be discussing all about that in tonight's show. Time now to introduce the guests that we've got. First of all, we've been joined by a cricket expert who will be talking in detail about this, Mr. Imran Janjua. Imran, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum Ahmed, thank you for inviting.
Good to have you on the show. We've also been joined by cricket commentator and cricket expert, Asif Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum, Asif, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, I'm good, Ahmed. How about yourself? Hope you're okay and you had a good trip.
Of course, it's good to be back. I have really missed all of you guys, and it's good to be back to work. Now, of course, I was away for work as well, but this, of course, is something that we've all missed. Now, Imran, coming to the test match, first of all, from the wicket to the team combination, everything about it. Australia currently have lost a couple of wickets. Pakistan look in a good position. How are you seeing the test match?
We've talked earlier, Ahmed. I think you've seen that Naseem coming in, and he has shown that he has brought the new life. I think bowling combinations, Rauf should have been playing. There were various options they could have gone in with. I think Hassan Ali should have been rested. Naseem and both Rauf, had they been playing along with the leggy Zahid, I think this could have been the right combination for unsettling this magnificent Australian batting lineup, and so that's one for the team combination. Coming back to it, well rested Shaheen Afridi after very long hard cricket that he's been playing at the international level, including at the domestic level, captaining the Lahore Qalandars and then doing it and winning the cup. So I think a couple of days more they were there between the Karachi test and the Lahore, and I think well-rested Shaheen Afridi has shown with the quick 2 wickets in the the initial burst that he showed today. But I think again this test match and this pitch looks a little precarious because balls have kept low right on the first day. So any Pakistan team batting 4th after losing the toss again to Pat Cummins, there's a lot on the table. But it's a good start. I think what they have done is with whatever combination that has played, Babar has led the team well today. Not much. They haven't offered much to the Australian batting lineup. At the same time, it looks like that the wicket is not offering much to the batsmen either. The wicket is behaving a little weird on the first day, like I said. The ball is keeping low. Still, we haven't seen much of the turn. But this pitch, as I see it, would turn more, in terms of, the Rawalpindi and the Karachi test that we have seen. So I think this is an interesting test match. Pakistan have to restrict Australia today and the second session tomorrow. And I think if they go on well in the first and take the lead, with their good batting performance in the first innings. So second innings could be the decider, not for the test match also, but for the series also.
Definitely. Asif Ahmed, your thoughts about this test match? Of course, we saw a very competitive second test match in the final day at Karachi. Now moving on to Lahore, how are you seeing the game?
Well, each and everything is perfect, and to be very honest, I'm so happy the way they came up and they played. Earlier on, if you see that they lost the toss and Australia decided to bat first, and I think that if you talk about the performance, first of all, I'll talk about the squad. The squad is pretty much fine because I was looking forward to see Haris Rauf either or the Naseem Shah. I think with his bowling, Naseem Shah is pretty much fine. That he came up with an aggression, and this aggression we were missing in last couple of tests. Though Naseem Shah was in the first test as well, but the track was not suitable for the fast bowlers. If you talk about today's squad, I respectably disagree with my colleague, and you know that we always enjoy this discussion with Imran especially. Hassan Ali has got a really good record in red ball cricket, so I think he's pretty much fine there. On the other hand, we discussed with Imran that we were looking forward, either we'll go with the Naseem Shah or Haris Rauf if there's a slight cross. So I think that Naseem Shah got a little bit more experience than the Haris Rauf. So captain has decided to go with the Naseem Shah, and he has proved himself that he got a couple of wickets and really good bowling. This is what you call that your mind is. This is called what you are playing test cricket. You're bowling again a really, high class batting, and you're performing really nicely. Early on, Shaheen strike really nicely. This is what I was talking about, and you know that we talk about the fourth stump, the way he got the Lebushin. It was a tremendous delivery, a slight movement. He went to chase that delivery and given his catch. So I think overall, this days belongs to Pakistan, and Pakistan bowled really nicely. Couple of drop catches, if you talk about that. Babar Azam dropped early on, then Usman Khaja, and a really next delivery, Noman dropped Steve Smith. But I think they have covered the loss because the fast bowler is bowling really nicely. Shaheen Shah Afridi got a couple of wickets early on, and then Naseem Shah. Targeting stump, look, Ahmed, it's really important, that you're coming ground this stump, then and coming up with a sheer pace, showing your aggression, and then you're delivering on really nicely on a right length, and you're getting wickets. What happened, Travis had, it was the first delivery, came in, he was just went to defense that delivery. The other delivery just came out, and Rizwan took a really nice and simple catch. So I think right now, I'm pretty much happy with the squad and the performance as well. They're playing well. We're appreciating them.
Yes, Imran, would you like to continue, please?
Yeah, he always likes to disagree with me, and I like it. I like it because I've led my life, and that too in sports, that we disagree to agree.
Yeah,
ये सियासत और game में हुसन इसी का यही हुसन है. But having said that, now whatever it is, the teams are playing now. We can analyze it, what is happening right now, rather than just going back that what combinations. And we have talked a lot.
Yes.
I think with this test series, Australia coming in after 24 years, we have collected a lot of data. I think Australia, starting from the Chairman Cricket Board, talking about the pitches, I think you should not be saying that. There's a lot of people in the Cricket Board who should be talking about it. First, we need to get the wickets right anyway. So this series, I think there are a few points. The series, we still have 4 days in terms of test matches. But what I feel from the test cricket point of view, and there are big tours coming in throughout the year, I think the most important thing, Ahmed, is that we need to get the wickets right. And for good cricket to come in, because the test cricket has certainly changed. With T20, you want more results. And I think going ahead, Pakistan has to prepare the right wickets. At the same time, you have to prepare for the series well also, Ahmed. I think we have talked earlier about Yasir Shah. Pakistan is missing. Pakistan has always performed well, and any home side has to perform well. Why? Because you know what kind of wickets are you anticipating, what kind of teams are coming in. So and you prepare your test teams accordingly. As Sajid and Noman, they were not participating in the PSL T20, but they were preparing for it. And I think what you have seen from Yasir Shah, a wonderful bowler who has served Pakistan cricket a lot. But I think if you see Nathan Lyon, bowlers who have aged and off spinners generally, they come into the play after 27, 28. They age well and they play well with the age. So I think you should keep yourself fit and smart, and ready and raring to go for a bigger series if you want to play for Pakistan. I think Yasir Shah and Pakistan Cricket Board, this is one of the point that going ahead, you need to not just him. But having said that, I think Zahid was all there. We've talked about Zahid earlier also. Yes, he was lacking confidence early on, but this is what you learn with cricket, and as you grow in experience in international cricket, because he actually was not there when he was sent for the England series a little while ago. So we know that he's shaky in confidence, but as his ability and as preparation is concerned, because he's been with the team, that's why you've selected him. If you've selected him in a test series where already you are not being able to get these Australians out, So the Aussie batsman, what you can do is a surprise element, of course, and the window of opportunity that you get on the first, second day, or third day, or fourth day. So in that, I think we have missed a trick. I think we could have either played with 3 spinners today. I know what I'm saying here is you normally, but the kind of test series this has gone in, where people have, I have defended the pitches. The whole world has criticized the pitches, because for me the pitches, apart from criticism, the important thing is how cricket board sees it. If cricket board is fine with it, if Mr. Siklan Mushtaq is fine with it, if Mr. Babar Azam is fine with it, because they have to see their resources and preparation. And now we can see, Ahmed, that in 3 test matches, our bowling strength, not just the ones who are playing, but our bench strength looks weak. In the first test, you didn't have Hassan Ali and Fahim Ashraf. Then they come back in the next one also, and now you don't see Fahim in the 3rd test match. Fahim has a scintillating record in Lahore. So I think we have missed few tricks. I think there's a lot we will cover, we will talk about, because this is what we are here for. Apart from analyzing, we are here to suggest good things that we see with our humble knowledge of cricket and sports towards the cricket board. That starting from your selection to your team managements to how you back the team, and then seeing, I think apart from scintillating performance by Australians in the first innings of the Karachi Test, I think there's a lot of pressure which is going to the team, and we've talked about it, Ahmed, earlier also, because the dressing room has to be very, very cool and calm. They have to concentrate on their cricket during the match, also pre-match and post-match also. So I think that there's a lot of data. There's a lot of areas to be improved going ahead, because New Zealand and England have gone back, but they'll surely be coming back after the heart and the warmth that the heart that Aussies have shown. Even after a Peshawar blast, they've stood by Pakistan cricket team and Pakistani nation, and they are full and they've enjoyed the warmth and hospitality of Pakistani crowds and Pakistan management also. So I think going ahead, the Pakistan team will improve in test matches. I think this was high time that Pakistan, all the subcontinent playing nations, but Pakistan needs to get their act right when it comes to preparation of the pitches and improving the quality of test matches in our home ground. So I think going ahead, 4 days more to go. So I think I'll agree with Asif for a change. I've been agreeing with him for quite some time, but I think the day belongs to Babar Azam, because he has continued. He and Rizwan, both the captain and the vice captain, they have continued what they show to the whole world.
Yeah.
They won the hearts in terms of their performance in the 2nd test match. What a performance it was. And here I was talking to Asif and few other people that test cricket, sometimes a drawn match. Now this drawn match is as good as any victory for any side, because this is what test cricket is all about. So having said that, I think Pakistan has to play well from here on, because we are going to bat 4th and last on this pitch, which looks dicey in terms of it's changing its behavior right from the day one. So lesser the Australian batsmen perform in the first innings, the more we are going to get them under pressure in the second innings. Pakistan should win it from here by playing very, very good cricket. But I think the Australians are right up there when it comes to this test match. They know what they have to do after 4-0 England. They're here. They've drawn the two matches are drawn. But I think Australians, with their strength, skill, and preparation and participation, I think they're a side to reckon with even in this test match.
Definitely they are. Asif, number 1 tea is served. So there you go. Please enjoy. Number
Thank
2.
you.
Shan Masood was not opted for this test match also. My concern is that now the series would end, and then I'm not sure how the calendar will proceed when Pakistan will get a test match. In between, I don't know, is Shan able to keep that same performance, that same confidence that he has right now, because you selected him into the side and could not play him. This could have been a test match where you could have tried Shan Masood.
Well, I strongly disagree with you, and because you're a supporter of Imam ul Haq, I do remember for a long time. One thing. Secondly, that we had a discussion concerning this in the last couple of days, in last week with Imran Janjua as well, because Imran Janjua said that I can see a couple of changes, and I said that no, I can't see any changes. Imam would be there, Azhar would be there. Yes, there's a doubt between if there's a slight grass on the track, we could see Haris Rauf or Naseem Shah, one of them. So the first thing that Imam is playing really nicely. Yeah, he had a bad.
But I'm not talking about Imam playing poorly. I'm just saying, just for trying Shan Masood.
On which place?
Yeah,
that's the question.
Azhar
You
Ali.
tell me.
Azhar Ali.
On Azareli,
Yeah.
thank you very much. I mean, it's a really good answer. Now I'm with you, and on this point, I'm agreeing with you. Yes, Azareli, but once again, that if you are giving chance to Imamul Haq on the performance of the first test, then it won't be justice with the Azareli that you are dropping him. You know that because he played nicely in the first test, and in the second test, though was not good. But of course, that he's a senior guy. And what cricket board took stance before selecting him, that he only plays red ball cricket, so he deserves the respect. And this is the time that he's a senior guy, and we're putting him in the squad. But yes, I'm with you that if Azali won't be there, then of course that we'll be looking forward for the Shan Masood, because got a tremendous class in last couple of months, and he played tremendous cricket in domestic and then PSL. So astonishing things from him. But coming on the other side, that what Mr. Jinjua said about Yasir Shah, and if you see his record, Ahmed and Imran Bhai, that he is really good in fourth innings, remain really good in fourth innings. I'm talking about Yasir Shah, that he took lots of wicket in his fourth innings. But when it comes towards first innings, it's really important, first or second innings, that if you are bowling well, and we talk about that we got two quality spinners. In terms of our domestic performances, our two spinners are pretty much good, Sajid and Noman, and they're bowling best. Why? If you talk about the last test in Karachi, Noman was hero there because he got 6 wickets, even on a track which was not good for the spinners, you know. So I think with this series we have learned to a lot. Because as Imran said that yes. Lots of things that we should be discussed in the form of Pakistani performances. But if we go for the third test, and if we talk about that, the Australians coming up after 24 years, we should require a useful and a resultful series. Though it's a last test, and I have pretty much concerned that we would be chasing, let's say, 200 and 250 even on the fourth innings, and the fourth, fifth days would be difficulties for us. But the way, as Imran said, that the Rizwan and Babar played, and Abdullah Shafiq showed their class in the fourth innings of the last test, it was phenomenal. So our best wishes and prayers are with them, and I'm sure that they will be coming up with the same spirit.
We hope so as well, because we want Pakistan to do well. And until we get a chance to enjoy a cup of tea, let's go towards a short break. But when we come back from the break, we're going to be talking about the Australians as well, because some of them have really enjoyed their cricket in Pakistan and they've put up a remarkable show. Right after this break, stay tuned to Sports Extra. Welcome back. After the break, we're discussing Pakistan-Australia, the third and final test match at the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. At stumps, Australia have made it with 5 wickets down. They've scored more than 200, and I think tomorrow it's going to be an interesting session for Pakistan. But stumps is the latest news. So I think before we move on to Australia, we were having a chat in the break as well about our batting lineup. So I think there are a lot of questions, Imran, that people are asking about our batting lineup.
Okay, so when it comes to batting lineup or somebody who could have played, you mentioned about Shan Masood. I had a discussion with K. Asif in last few programs also. I think Pakistan could have gone in with one change in batting at least, and 2 or 3 in bowling. If I have to go for a serious win, if I have to show to the world that it's not about losing, it's about playing with heart. It's it's being brave heart. We've talked about positive pitches. It's about positive preparation. It's about playing the right combinations. It's about giving 2 debuts. I mean, you're talking about we live in a media frenzy world. It's not about that you have to select the players for media, but what is important is that your players are ready. Your Harish Rauf was ready. Over here, before I come to the batting, Ahmed, I think Sean Tate, if you have seen that why Naseem and Shaheen, I think the credit goes to the guy. In just about few days, he knows Australian cricket better than most. And I think what you have seen, apart from that, the wicket kept low for few of the wickets that fell today. But in terms of what Shaheen was lacking, Hassan Ali was lacking, and even Naseem in the first 2 matches. What you see over here with Sean Tate coming in, I think he has adjusted, the bowlers have adjusted their line and length a bit. Australians have not been able to take the match away today. So I think it's evenly poised. Not slightly, I think more in the favor of Australians because they have won the toss and Pakistan has to bat last. Now going back to the batting side, Ahmed, if you allow. So I think, yes, Shan Masood should have played. And then we should have made at least 1 or 2 debuts in the bowling lineup also, because what you see from here is that Australian cricket has come a long way. Apart from that, we were trying to see that why England, with such a good team, have played really good cricket in international tournaments and otherwise also. How come Australia's side has beaten them 4-0? But now you can see that they're playing over here, not just Khwaja. Khwaja has dominated this cricket series. I think he's one of the highlights of this test series, that coming back to Pakistan, sort of his native homeland, and coming back and performing better than our Fawad Alams, better than our Imamul Haq, apart from the 2 centuries in the test match. But I think in last test match, our batting in the first innings was not there from 3 players, Fawad Alam, Azhar and Imamul Haq. And had it not been, we have talked a lot about the maverick performance by Babar Azam and Abdullah Shafiq and Rizwan. This could have been 2-0 because I remember one of our panelists saying that Australia would be winning 2-0, Ahmed, if you remember.
Yes.
But we've been saying it that apart from, yes, our preparation has not been there. This shows basically that our players were tired. Our players were tired from a huge tournament, PSL, and T20 gets a lot out of you in terms of results and 2 legs from Karachi to Lahore. And then the cricket team, the players who are supposed to play, they were not ready. So I think in betting now, but what on the flip side of it, I think what Babar has done well, what the team management has done well, that Azhar Ali, Fawad Alam and Imamul Haq, they've been retained in this test match. I think the onus is now on these 3 test batsmen, and they have to really perform, because they have to perform well for Pakistan to now save this test series, because Australia has won the toss. It's going to be, we want Pakistan to win, but analyzing it from the cricketing perspective, it's an evenly poised test series. It's an evenly poised 3rd test match, and the onus and the initiative is with the Australians, because they put the runs on the board. And so these 3, I think Fawad Alam and Azhar Ali, Fawad Alam, has been a lot of talk about Fawad Alam, considering that the kind of centuries he's been performing. He has done very well in the last
He
five.
has.
Five test centuries. These are the quickest in terms of after coming back after 10 years in Test cricket. So he's done well. So of course, Babar Azam and team management has shown confidence in the people who have performed for Pakistan. So now they have to repay that confidence in terms of their wonderful performance in the first innings, because Pakistan, apart from to save this test match or even better, these three have to perform well. They have to score big hundreds to get the runs on the board, and then Pakistan can put the Australians under pressure. And you never know what happens in Test cricket on a fourth and a fifth day.
You never know. That is the case with Test cricket. Asif Ahmed, just a question. It comes to mind that could we have made a pretty decent track with a lot of grass on it, and I understand that the situation would go towards Australia's favour, but Pakistan has mostly won because of its bowling. We don't have batters like Yunus Khan anymore who would score 300s or 200s. We've got a okay batting lineup. We've got okay batters. Of course, Babar Azam is exceptional, but you need to have more that talent in Pakistan. Could we have done that? Was that possible to try to get them out with Shaheen, Hassan Ali and Naseem Shah?
Looks good in when you are reading book or you are sitting in the commentary box and telling that the pitches qualities are not good. But when you are sitting on the position where people call you chairman cricket board and you're telling us that we'll go over on the strength and weaknesses and we'll see that, looks like I'm not happy.
Drop in pitches.
Yeah, you talk about the drop in pitches and each and everything. Though we understand that it couldn't work over the night, you'd have to work on that, and appreciate that you brought a curator from ICC from Dubai. But once again, your question is a very genuine question, that aren't we ready to play on the grassy track, or what's happening in our domestic cricket, where in the first leg we didn't produce any result. Do you remember that?
Yes, absolutely.
So things are not working with you, and I'm not sure that either you're concerning with your red ball cricket, your test cricket or not, because the test cricket is the real beauty of the cricket. Though people are rushing towards the shorter format, they talk about T20, T10 and ODI, but I think that the real cricket is test cricket. So we aren't ready for that. And let's suppose, Ahmed, that Imamul Haq is batting there on a green track and scoring century. How cool that would be, how beautiful that would be.
And the preparation for the future.
Yes, and we should be ready for to play anywhere in Australia. Lots of time we struggle with the bouncy track. We can't play the bouncy deliveries, and we struggle always. But let's suppose that and according to your question, if we went with the green track, a slight even green track in Lahore, and we given to the Australians, and they've won the toss and they've decided to bowl first on the green track, and our batters Abdullah Shafiq and as Imran said, the Fawad Alam and the rest of the batters, even if they're scoring 50s on that track, talk about their confidence, talk about their preparations for the other series.
Approach of it.
Yes, the approach as well and their mindset. So I think your question is genuine, but to be very honest, that we aren't ready for that, and we're still on the defensive position. I don't know if you're sitting in the commentary box like me. When I used to sit in the commentary box, I used to criticize, but it comes when you are in the practical life. If you're not taking brave decisions, then I think that don't comment in the commentary box.
The things do get different, but moving very quickly before we move on to the next topic, Imran, a bit about the Australian team. They've fairly enjoyed their time in Pakistan, not just in Pakistan, but also on the pitch as well. Like we, of course, mentioned Usman Khwaja, but all of them are having a great time. And, with the inclusion of Swepson as a leg spinner, it's a dream run for the kid as well.
Yeah, exactly. On and off the field, they've won our hearts. I think this is one of the best series that I've witnessed in terms of the spirit of the game. I think we were there in the first test match when the sad incident happened in Peshawar. But I think the confidence, the spirit, and the way they have interacted with all of us in Pakistan, and they've enjoyed the hospitality of Pakistani people. They know that we are a resilient nation. They know what we have gone through in the last 2 decades. We have suffered a lot in terms of our cricket and otherwise. So I think Australians have won our hearts. We are going to repay whenever we have to. We have done it earlier with Sri Lankans because when Sri Lanka for 2 or 3 decades they had a lot of terrorism issue and you know, a lot of issues going on there. Pakistan was one of the first teams ever, you know, to go over there and you know, because it's about supporting cricket. Cricket transcends boundaries.
Absolutely.
You know, it gels everyone. So yes, on the field, what a wonderful sight. I think they are right there to be ranked. I think they're going to, you know, when Australians, they get on a run, so it's just like a 5 or 6 year run when it comes to their stellar performances in any format of the, you know, because when they get their act right, they get their combinations right. The talent that you see right now in Australian batting primarily, in any format, they've been there with their physical fitness and mental fitness right up there always. That's why they have won so much in every format of the world. But I think going forward in Test series, they're the #1 side right now. They have the #1 Test batsman right now. And going ahead, every other nation has to play well. Because if any side from down under can come to a subcontinent team or a subcontinent nation and play so well, especially against you know, spinning tracks or especially against you know, quality off spinners and reverse swing. So if you can cope up with that, this shows that every batsman of theirs you know, is in scintillating form. They have the capability, strength, mental and physical to take on any side in the world, to take on any bowling in the world. And I think hats off to them. You know, from the cricket point of view, this series shall end in a 0-0 draw for both teams, because both of them have fought hard, regardless of the pitch and the conditions that they were offered to both the teams. But we would like always Pakistan to win. They have come in here after 24 years, enough of hospitality to, you know, to all the Australians. We want Pakistan after PSL in Lahore. We want Pakistan to win this Test match somehow with some good performances. We have discussed it in the whole program that Pakistan has to bat well, put the runs on the board, and put the Australians under pressure. And let me tell you, whatever bowling team now is playing, Pakistan will get them under pressure and Pakistan will win this Test match, provided the session tomorrow is very important, the half an hour tomorrow, if you can get them out early. Because if Australia score in excess of 370, so you know, they're all favourite to win this Test match.
Definitely they are. And now, of course, we do know that still many days to go, so the Test match will proceed. But coming to the women's cricket side as well, our girls in green have done well. Let's take a look at this report.
Pakistan clinched their first victory of the 2022 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup, beating West Indies by 8 wickets in Hamilton. With the win, Pakistan have registered their first points on the board. It was a steady start for West Indies in the power play, with Deandra Doughton and Hayley Matthews helping their side to score 19 runs. Pakistan though would strike immediately after, with Matthews attempting a big heave against Fatma Sana and holding out to backward point for 1. Doughton also could not convert her good start to a big score, being caught and bowled by Nida Dar for 27 of 35 deliveries. Skipper Stephanie Taylor and Shemaine Campbell tried to steady the ship for their side. However, their woes against spin would continue, with the barrage looking all at sea against the tweakers. Pakistan spinners were in full flight as West Indies were restricted to 89 for 7 after 20 overs. Nida Dar, in particular, was mighty impressive, registering figures of 4 for 10 in a 4 overs. In reply, Muniba Ali and Sidra Amin provided a solid platform for Pakistan. Another short and crucial stand of 33 runs between Bisma Maroof and Umaima Sohail sealed the deal for Pakistan.
Right, there you have it. All you need to know about our girls in green. They managed to beat the West Indies women's team by 8 wickets. Spectacular performance. The game was reduced to 20 overs aside, of course, due to rain, as you just heard in the report. K. Asif Ahmed, there is something special about Pakistanis in T20 cricket.
Yes, we always love T20 cricket, either the men's side or women's side. And this time we were lucky that we got the rain in Hamilton. The weather was fantastic for the Pakistan cricket and suitable. And that's why, you know, that it's a shorter format, as I discussed earlier. But even then, the Windies side is a really big side, you know, and beating them even in T20 sort of match, it's
which is their format.
Yeah, it is a huge win for Pakistan, and Pakistan women. We were missing till the first day of the World Cup. If you talk about our spin bowling performance, Nida Dar, you know,
experience counts.
Yes, and she got 4 wickets, and after that our batters, they were well, and it was an astonishing victory against Windies. Even it was T20 sort of match, because they got a really good side. If you talk about their captain, if you talk about Dendra Dottin, if you talk about any player of the Windies side, they got a really strong side in white ball cricket, especially either the men or the women. So congratulations, Pakistani females. They got really good victory against Windies, but it is too late. But a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff for the learning that, okay, we lost this. We were not in the final four. We won't be in the final four in this World Cup. But what next? Either we have learned from our mistakes or not. You know, if you're coming up with this defeat and you're not learning, then it would be more difficult in the future. But if you're learning with your mistakes, it makes happy your future.
Definitely. Imran, final thoughts?
Yeah, I think a good win, considering that West Indies have always been a scintillating team in any format, and they were doing so well. They have won some scintillating matches in this tournament. But the women in green, I think hats off to, at least they have not gone down, not performing. So I think a couple of matches they could have won. They were very close to match against South Africa and few other teams. So I think the start was not there. Again, preparation. I think Ahmed, we have talked earlier also that women cricket team also deserves a lot of attention, a lot of process. And promotion of the game at all levels. It's difficult to say that the grassroots level, because we've not been able to do it even in men cricket. But there is more to come from cricket board in terms of the process, the planning, unearthing new talent, new tournaments, and how about a PSL of their own?
Definitely,
because
on the cards.
Of course, this is very important because our population, our young girls. This is a wonderful platform for them to come and unleash their potential and do good for themselves and wearing the green badge and getting the international success.
Definitely.
So our girls will be doing well. I think with the right support, with the right strategy from the cricket board and the team managements going ahead. I mean, the whole world knows when it comes to talent for men and for women or in any area in Pakistan. When we put our heads together, we can beat anyone at any time.
Definitely we can. Imran, Janju and Kiasif, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure.
That's all we have time for. Until our next show, it's goodbye for now.